Good evening, guys. What a great occasion to see you, to talk with you today with a couple of great games that we have today ahead of right now and ahead of us. Um, so right now it's the playoff, the final playoff of the championship. Championship playoff for the right to be the third team to join Premier League this year, and there is a lot of drama between in this context because Southampton, the team that won Middlesbrough, just got kicked out a few days ago, and I have to say it is something that should have happened because this spy scandal, this is something that should not be should not happen because Southampton was so great. They did so well. They had such a great season. Yeah, semi-final, the semi-final cup, reaching the semi-finals in the English Cup, the FA Cup, winning Fulham and Arsenal. Okay, we already know something about Arsenal, but this will be in the next video, just ahead of us. And only got short with Manchester City and only two losing only 1-2, and this is really was great, but as they were it looks like as they were filling this cup, or filling the cup of their victories with beer. Once again, it's unbelievable. I guess I will never get it. I will never get this great liquid, which is so good for watching football. But as they were getting wins and wins, just like this cup, filling this cup with victories and great games, and with great playing, yeah, really. And then they just spilled it off. I will won't do this here. We're not in a rock contest, and this is not a beer. Yeah, you can spill a beer because it's not good for your health, but you cannot spill water. Okay, so but they just, this is a big problem, a big disappointment for the fans, players, and I'm not sure what happened there. I just know that some guy from the Southampton football club was watching behind the tree all or almost all the training game before Middlesbrough met Southampton, and just some guys, some officials from the Middlesbrough club saw him and confront him, and he went away. He he were fleeing to the golf course, and then out of there to some village. But this is started a real serious investigation in which we already know what happened. Yeah, well, they got despite their win at the field, they was thrown out from this occasion. And what can I say? So sad for the guys, for the players, I mean, for the fans, which has nothing to do with this, and was playing their guts and the blood and spilled all. I think not literally the blood, but they were playing so good. They were so much into it. I guess Tonda Eckert wasn't so sure as his players or as his fans, but because as we saw, and there were some signs as we saw the games, as I saw those two games, there was some mismatch, I guess, there, which Southampton technical unit was aware about, because Middlesbrough, both of the occasions, they started very well, and they were Southampton wasn't there for first half in the first game, and for the about 20-25 minutes from the second game, and the Middlesbrough was real great, but I don't want to talk about just the teams. I want to talk about the head coaches, and I want to talk especially about Kim Hellberg, who was very honest, and and very big. He seems like a huge personality, huge, and a very honest man, a huge personality, as I told. And the only one who I can think of when I was preparing, I was thinking, wow, he reminds me of somebody who was just honest, just the same honesty in his previews, in his previews before the game, after the game, the press conferences, I mean, and sorry, so I'm talking about Thomas Tuchel. I was watching a little. It was a 2029 season. I was, of course, as always, I was watching the Premier League, and I was Chelsea was playing better then, and I was more into watching those guys, because they were in a great, maybe not so great, but they were in a good playing condition. And although and when he came after, of course, Conte was sacked, but they were playing nice. But I'm not talking about Chelsea. I'm talking about Thomas Tuchel, who I started to see his press conferences. I saw one, and I was astonished by the honesty and by the. He was not just pragmatic as a German, as every German, but he was very honest. He has a very. He was emotional, um, and this was something not so common. Okay, everybody talks about how their team played, but he were talking just 100% as far as I was. Last time I saw his press conference, um, he was so honest, and they won the. He got in the middle of the season, but they won the Champions League. I was so happy for him. I'm not a Chelsea fan, but I was so happy for him. And this was really so. So let's get back to Kim Hellberg. So they look just by their honestness, they look so so familiar. Okay, Thomas Tuchel was fired the next season, but as we know, this is not the Thomas Tuchel problem. This is problem of Chelsea. Look at Chelsea right now, and what happened with the head coaches, just like gloves are. They changing head coaches just like gloves. Thomas right now is the head coach of the England national team, and I think it's one of the best jobs in football business. Of course, in national team business, football business. So I wish the same for Kim Hellberg, but having said that, Hull City, the opponent from the other side, got everything. I think if they will win, they will be not less, but even more deserve this promotion, because they were the sixth and the last game, the last position to get into the playoff, and they got there in the last game. They won, and Wrexham. I'm sorry if I am not pronouncing this Welsh, this strong Welsh club, right? And Wrexham lost, and they just promoted, and they won their playoff game, and now they have their chance. And let's see, by the time this video will be published, I think we will already know who got the final spot in the Premier League. But this is a great game by the drama, but the better, I guess, it is. And you will say I'm crazy if I say maybe, because the next game, and it will be start shortly, or it will happen today, later this evening. It is the DFB Pokal. Oh, what is this? Okay, if you're not so into sport or not so into football or German football, I will tell you. So for me it's new too, because I don't DFB. Oh, what is this? Pokal. Okay, I guess Pokal, just like in every other country. So FA Cup, yes, Cup, and like the others. So Pokal, it's the cup in German, but DFB. So it's so DFB. It's abbreviation for the Deutsche Fußballbund, and this is once again German. football association, just like in FA Cup, Federation Football Association. Yeah, so Football Association Cup, FA Cup. Nothing special for me. It wasn't so so clear, but right now it's very clear. And oh, you see another fan just beside me here. So yes, today is the final, and Bayern München, which is not so how do you say, it's obvious, yeah, but not every season they got to the final, but they are by far the most interesting, the most decorated and the most successful side for in this German competition. And but of course they are the most successful German club by far, and they have most of the years they don't have any competition left around after 13 round 30 the round of 30. They almost every year they just taking the championship, and this is why I don't like German league, because it is so obvious that Bayern will take it. So maybe, but in cup, you know, sometimes there is more of a drama, and if in championships they are by far the best, and DBF Pokal, DFB Pokal, they are of course by far, but still tonight is if you want, is the classic of the DFB Pokal final, because Bayern have 20 finals, 4 runner-ups, and Stuttgart, the other side, which I'm not talking about, sorry, but Stuttgart have won 5 finals and lost 7, which make them the third. But I can argue about this, because the second is Werder Bremen with 6 wins and 4 finals, runner-ups. So I think this is make them the third and the second team here in this list are just almost the same. And let's see. It is always and what I like about the German league. Sorry, all the German fans. Okay, but this league is so dynamic. Like of course Bayern almost not of course, but Bayern win almost every year. But the games are very there are so many goals there, so many goals. I guess once German was the most decorated defense, had the most decorated defense, but right now I think there is no defense there. Something has changed, and I think it's changed with the first one who made it, who made German team look so attractive. Yeah, well, they scored so many goals, but they neglected a little bit the defense. Was Klinsmann, a great, a legendary striker, and he was the coach of the German national team I think it was the 2008, the home, the last, the one beforehand. They had one of the home World Cups, and they finished just third that year. This World Cup finals, on this World Cup finals, but they were playing fantastic football, and I think since then there was no turning back. So, and we can see this with this Bayern team, which play great attack. It's so beautiful to see them, really. A big side, never mind what I told about the league, and but there are a lot of goals. If you like goals, guys, you should watch more German football. And if you don't look for the dramas, so this is the league for you. And so, and Bayern for this year, it's great to see. We have, of course, we have the great Harry Kane, who just smashing a record one after another. He seems like a great football. He is a great footballer, and he seems like a great person and personality. He is still modest as he can be, and this is great to watch. Also, one of the greatest goalkeepers, Manuel Neuer. Really, he is just like the attack of this team. But if you look at this guy, he made goalkeeping beautiful. He is so great, and what can you say? Every word I will say, it is too much. So we will leave it like this, and we will hope that this final, or Stuttgart, will live up to the moment, and will get the best of at least. Yeah, I mean, football, we have enough, and we have everything. It is so good in football. We can expect something, and I expect a big win for Bayern. But Stuttgart, they're at the finals. They not buy. They didn't pay money to be there. They got there because they deserve, and I hope they will get the best out of Bayern, because when you get the best out of Bayern, there will be a lot of attack. We will have a big save and a big game from Neuer, and we will have some funny moments in at the defense, which I think this defense, it don't deserve. Bayern don't deserve this defense. Sometimes it's like a comedy. Really, I'm sorry. But this was against really good clubs like Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain. Let's see, against Stuttgart, there are good players in this defense, but because they are always attacking, and they are pressed so high, they sometimes forget about the defense. So let's see if Stuttgart have this quality, and not only quality, but they have the minds to use this even once. If they have the chance, they have to use it, obviously, because if they won't, it will finish 5-0. it can finish 5-0. It's not my prediction, but it can be like this easily. This is what Bayern do every many games. This is what they are doing. And I forgot all the other great players there. I didn't forget. I know all of them, but let's see what we have in stake. We have the last, obviously. Tomorrow we have the last day in the Premier League. We have the last day in the last league game in the La Liga, and the biggest drama there. It's they even put this on Monday. It is Atletico against Villareal, and I'm sorry, Villareal against Atlético Madrid. Who will fight for the third place? Okay, not a big drama, but still, Atlético Madrid managed to close the gap. They had a 5 points gap, I think, or maybe less. Sorry. And this is something really nice to watch. Villareal wasn't good in Champions League, and it was an understatement. They was they was trashed by most of the not trashed. I'm sorry, but they lost all of. They didn't had they had get 1 point, I think. And Atletico was so good this year, but in La Liga they always were behind Villareal. So let's see, and of course, the best. Who let the best players, the best teams win, and I hope for good football, and for good that will leave us with a good mood, because football is what connects us, not everything else. Yeah, of course, maybe music, but football, it's one of the greatest things that connect us all. So, and cheers for that, guys. Thank you for watching.